Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the
What is up,
memory?
you guys? It's your boy Rob, Hollow Avarice, back again to play some Genshin Impact. I did a stream yesterday where I watched through all of the updates, the SUMERU updates to Genshin Impact.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth.
Got my little
And
key
those
right
that
there.
come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Alright. I have not played Genshin in a while. I stopped playing for a good year and a half. I would check in from time to time, but I didn't do a lot of content. I never finished Dragonspire. That's how, after Dragonspire's initial release. That's how long it's been since I played. I never did Inazuma. I never did the Chasm. And obviously I never did SUMERU. So I've been playing for the past few weeks to catch back up. And I've been really enjoying getting back into it. But I wanted to, today, begin tackling the SUMERU region. And I decided to stream it because why not? Because this game is great. And I wanted to play it on stream. That's it. So we're just going to dive right back in. This is what I got. Like, I didn't even have the teapot, the Serenity pot. So I'm just now doing all of that stuff. There's still some stuff I haven't done, but I've now tackled, at the very least, I've tackled all of Liyue, the Chasm, Dragonspire, Mondstadt, and Inazuma. I loved Mondstadt and Liyue when I played through the first time. I liked Dragonspire. The cold was kind of annoying, and the Chasm was fine. Inazuma was a mixed bag for me. I liked Narukami, Kanazuka, Yashiori, Watatsume. I liked these islands. I thought they were fun. I did not care for Seirei and Surumi Islands. Going through Surumi like 4 times to complete that quest over the course of 4 to 5 days was a pain. And Seirei Island's lightning gimmick was just annoying. But I'm done with all of these areas. All I really did today was my dailies. I haven't even done my weeklies yet, and my new reputation bounties, but I'll probably do those later. For now, I want to go check out SUMERU, which I just found. Again, I just completed the Chasm. Like, I never even met Dainsleif. I never met any of that. There's still a bunch I haven't done that I have to do. Like story quests. I still gotta do a few main story quests and all of the hangout events. I've never done any of them. I picked Ningguang's to be the first one to start because I was a Ningguang main for a while when I first started because I really loved Ningguang's design. There's a statue of Ningguang that I want to buy, but it's like $500, and I'm like, I'll put it off on that for now. Put that on the back burner for now. And then a couple story quests that I gotta take care of. I was told I should do Zhongli's second one. Just haven't gotten around to it yet. But we are going to ignore all that as we are going to make our way for the first time. The party I'm currently using is my girl Klee, my boy Zhongli, Fish,
I summon thee.
and the Riding
Illusion
Shogun.
shattered.
That's what I'm currently using. Again, I don't know anything about the meta, about what is the best. I'm considering pulling again. We got a few more days left on the current Zhongli banner. I've had Zhongli for a while, back since he first came out. I got about 10,000 primos. I could, and I have 10 or things, so I could do a 1 or 2 more pulls for Zhongli, and maybe get it to a C2 Zhongli. That would not be a terrible idea. Sorry, no. I meant to do... My Zhongli currently... Obviously, he's a C1. Still pretty low on some of the talent stuff. I have a bunch of these. I could probably craft some of these or grind for some of those on Wednesday. I don't have like anyone's. I don't have that great weapons. The weapons I have are pretty trash, and the artifacts I have are average at best. But you know, I am here not so much for like those high DPS numbers that you see on Sealy, that you see on Instagram. I'm not here for that. I am here because I love the character designs, I love the lore, I love the exploration. That's one of the little pigs I saw in the trailer. A little grass pig. It gives you a mushroom and raw meat. Oh, I love it. I gotta wait a few more days for my catching stuff. My animal catching items to respawn, because I just found out about those for the first time too. Yeah. So here we are, we're in the 4-leaf sigil, a crest which looks like a 4-petaled flower. When approached, those who can manipulate the elements are facing one such crest. They can use it to travel swiftly. Sometimes they will find cluster leaves of cultivation that can scatter the 4-leaf sigils around. Alright, so that's something new. And here we are. Oh god, that's beautiful.
Now that we made it to SUMERU, our next objective should be to head to SUMERU City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your brother. But even so, people call SUMERU the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information. But, Paimon doesn't know the way to SUMERU City.
I love this strange floating child.
Climb up to that
emergency food mascot, whatever you want to call her.
On it. That'll give us a way better view of things. Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby.
I agree, Paimon. Oh, hey.
Wait a second. Look.
There's someone there. Is she a scholar?
Perfect timing. Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers. Hey there. We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. We'd like to ask for some directions. Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
You're standing in the lake, in the river. Okay, so you're just rude.
What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Wait! Could she be ignoring us?
No reason to get worked up.
Well, even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find other people to ask. Let's keep our distance and follow her. When we get the chance, we'll just ask someone else for direction.
Sounds good, Paimon. Through mists of smoke and forest dark. Pig!
Come on, let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us.
We're getting dense. You know what I should do? Let's swap out
There's still a long road ahead.
Raiden Shogun for the Traveler for now. I do want to check out that Hara fruit. Okay, something new. Let's see if I can get up there and get my first statue of the 7. And in doing so, align with the Dendro element. SUMERU Rose. Come on. Nope. Okay. Quake! Nope, just missed it. Okay, well, you know what? We'll climb up from the top. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just jump after we get up to the top. And there we go. Oh, you know, let's grab some SUMERU wood. Arigama wood. The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. And there we are. Hey, you know, we have Gandharvaville. I mean, this is more to the north, more to the south. So over here is probably the desert. Because I know there's a forest region and a jungle region, or a desert region. It's not as big as Liyue. You know, it's actually pretty big. Definitely of substantial size. Let's get some Dendros. I've been hearing positive things about the Dendro. Oh, and there's SUMERU City right over there. Wow! Did you see them? Nope. Those round little plant-like things. You mean cabbages? No, they're creatures, like little fairies. Anyway, we should ask around. Alright, let's resonate with Dendro. Alright, let's see what my...
Propagate!
Alright. Propagate? What does it do? Do I attack it? Do I touch it?
Rise!
Do I burn it? Do I lightning it?
Scatter!
Curious. Sorry. So, sometimes when those who can manipulate the elements are facing one such crest, they can... I mean, there's an L box, so I assume it's like the little things you use in the last region to launch yourself up. In Inazuma to like rocket yourself upwards. These are the mercenaries we hear about, right? Chin up the Ruka Divine mushroom. Those huge mushrooms on the trees. They're called Ruka Divine. Seems like academia is always in need of a huge amount of the great mushrooms. Okay. Dealing with the withering is a piece of cake once I have a vision.
Patrolling the wilderness is so much fun.
Alright. So we got our first of the, Alright, there. So, they're not Animonculus, Geonculus, or Geoculus, and Electroculus. So I guess it's Dendroculus. And it's like one of the elemental things when it's broken. Burn it? No, I guess not. Curious. Okay. Let's start discreetly following this person, though. That's how we will start. Usually the first thing I do is I run to every one of the major statues of the Seven.
She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished.
She walked up this tiny hill. Paimon, what are you talking about?
Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case. Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she? What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again?
We're gonna bother her.
All right, then.
Of course we're gonna bother her.
It's not like we have anyone else we can ask. Even if she's not very friendly, we just need her to point us in the right direction. That's all.
I mean, we have it on our map. We really don't need.
What a lovely smell. It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Maybe living here wouldn't be too bad after all. Huh?
Uh-oh.
What's the matter? You don't look too good.
Something's not right.
What? Is the smell making you feel sick?
Gotta get out of here. Think I'm gonna pass out. Bonk.
What's happening?
I mean, that'll do it.
Traveler? This is no time for a nap. Oh, come on. Wake up.
I screwed up. Oh. I know what you are. Did I write it down, though? It's have you heard of the blank, the tree that's connected to the god of wisdom? Because I watched that trailer twice. Ooh, I love this, like, purpley moss. That's goddamn beautiful. Nope. Ah. Nice. You're gonna move me. Screenshot. All right, now I guess we're closer to the tree now. No going back to where we came from. Oh, and immediately another cutscene. Just instantly. Hate when they do that. Hate when you're like, okay, here's a cutscene. Now you can play. Oh, here's another cutscene. World forget me.
Are you sure it's not serious? The Traveler's been out for a long time now.
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright, then
Clay!
there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now?
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake!
So I heard, after watching the trailers yesterday, I was just skimming YouTube, and one of the YouTube shorts popped up, and it was talking about how Calais, we knew she was taken in by the Knights of Favonius after she was experimented on or something. And this little YouTube short revealed to me that the person she was closest to at the Knights of Favonius was Amber, and she's modeled herself after Amber, which I find adorable.
Well, we're at... good question. Where are we? Hyman was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what place this is.
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations.
Sounds good.
My name is Kale.
Kale.
I'm a trainee forest ranger.
Kale.
My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here. Oh, no things are necessary.
Your master is
I
Tighnari.
didn't do anything, really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort? Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting.
Yeah.
He gave you some while you were unconscious. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once...
Butterflies, plants. It's a dope little house. What I would expect for a nice jungly house. No. There he is.
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. All right, I'll get it for
I
you
have
once
Kale
I'm
and
finished here.
Tighnari unlocked, but I wanted to wait to use them until I got here to...
Now, the guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board. But if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month.
Nazarin.
I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Nasrin?
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly.
Cool.
So, how are you doing?
I love
Feeling
the
better?
designs in this game.
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tighnari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier.
Hey, he
But
calls
now that
Paimon
you're
Paimon.
awake, let me explain it for you as well. It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans
Those are
to
the different
dedicate
schools
themselves
of
to training
Sumeru?
and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneol to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the spirit borneol I just mentioned. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Very
Yeah.
good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out?
Big
Say,
old glowing
any
tree?
out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious?
A big ass tree. Parts that were falling off, covered in purple moss, glowing.
Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure
sorry,
to do as
Amir.
I've said.
Yes, Master Tighnari.
Wait, hold on a second. Can you tell us what's going on?
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville.
Further observation?
We need to
No
go to
need to
SUMERU
be
City.
hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain everything to you.
No lip flaps.
Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Ah!
Oh,
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out. So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else.
I don't know if I believe you, my
The
guy.
rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky. For now,
I'm
I
curious
suggest
if
you
what
continue
I told
taking
him,
your
what I
medicine
saw
each
is-
day
is making
and
him a little
avoid
more-
wandering off on your own. At least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell, okay? Good. Now continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Then again, though, he's a cool dude, and from what I know about his backstory, he's a pretty nice guy.
Seriously? We just arrived in SUMERU and we're already having problems left and right. Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as
And
possible,
we gotta...
but you really don't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first. Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know.
I feel it's a little weird.
What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now?
Yeah, my body does... I don't think what I saw were hallucinations.
The vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
Don't do drugs, kids. Or do drugs. I don't care. I'm not your mom. I'm not your parent. I can't tell you what to do.
Well, considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right?
He probably wasn't telling us the truth.
Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations?
We need to get to the bottom of
Paimon
this.
gets it now. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations.
Visions, Paimon, visions.
It seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do?
Yep, let's have a chat with Kalei.
Good idea. Kale's pretty friendly.
Kalei.
We can ask her tomorrow about what she knows regarding the
Kalei.
Dendro Archon and customs in SUMERU. Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale!
Alright, now... I have... Kalei. I need to find some Rukashava mushrooms if I want to build her up and play as her. I can also do the same for Tainari, who I have at level 40, because he was just a little easier to update.
Huh?
I gotta defeat the Jade Plume Terrashroom, which is the boss in this area, if I want to upgrade him. I enjoyed playing as him. I did his trial. So you know what? I'll stick with her for now. Whee! Okay.
5 dusk birds.
Yeah, dude, these things are just so much fun.
Definitely have enough for a grand feast. How many Rukashava mushrooms do I need to sell?
Farbode. Sounds tough. Luckily, Academia requires a huge supply of Rukashava mushrooms. About Rukashava mushrooms are great. They're named after the Greater Lord Rukadevada. I'm not sure, since Akasha didn't tell me its uses. I guess I don't really need to know. As long as they need it, I can make money from it. Okay, I got one Rukashava mushroom. I need 2 more to upgrade. Who are you? What are you doing? Asking about that. Specify. Right. This is Gandharvaville. You can rest here if you're tired. If you don't want to be educated by the Forest Watchers, take a look at the stuff on the notice board. Forgive me for being unable to say more. Oh no, I got 4 Rukadevara mushrooms, which means she'll be a little under-leveled. But
Does this mean I'm making progress?
I got a bunch of her while I was trying to pull for Tainari, so I already have a C4. Trump card Kitty will increase all nearby elemental mastery. What is that floral ring? So, you know, why don't I try, could fit a couple of these on there. And there we go. I gotta defeat the Jade Plume Terror Shroom for her too. Are there any artifacts? Again, I don't really know a lot about her yet, so let's look for anything that does Dendro for now. Oh, sorry. Nothing really that boosts Dendro. I put the best Dendro boost on that I could. Also does Elemental Mastery, attack, and crit damage. Yeah, I guess that's what we'll stick with for now. This has a big crit damage boost. No crit rate, though. I'll just throw some extra stuff on you for now. Actually, you know, do we have anything that is, has a 3.5 per rate? I can upgrade that. You're there. I don't want to remove the Dendro. This is attack, crit rate, and crit damage. Attack, defense, crit rate, HP. Okay, we'll do that for now. Just for now, just to throw some temporary stuff on her. I threw Slingshot on her for now. Ups crit rate. It's better than nothing. There, now I will try her out. Party setup. So she's a little bit weaker than the rest of my party by about 40 levels.
Trainee Forest Ranger Kale, reporting.
But I know, yeah, so the thing I saw, she wears her vision on a chain on her hip just like Amber does. Her special talent is the gliding champion of SUMERU, where Amber was the gliding champion. And I just thought it was a really cute little video. I don't remember the person who posted it.
At the ready.
If you look though, just the pattern of their basic attacks. So she has similar, like, almost identical attack pattern, except she's apparently klutzy. So it's just... And then she stumbles and regains her balance. And I'm like, okay, that's really cute.
Behold.
That's so cool.
Even though the rain has stopped, you still need to watch out for puddles. Just like how the past stays in the memory. Long after.
Yeah, her glide feels a little flightier, a little floatier. First time hearing your footsteps. I'm blind, but I can't afford to help you. Still, my hearing is good. Hello. Travelers, merchants, and adventurers frequent G'Darvaville. May the Greater Lord watch over you. About the Greater Lord. May be gone, but the people of SUMERU will never forget the blessing she bestowed upon us. Didn't she die 500 years ago? Human life is too short. Will I be alive to see the Dendro Archon bring SUMERU back to its former glory?
Even though the rain is stopped,
Dendroculus.
you still need to watch out for puddles.
What
Just like how the
are
grass
you?
is in the memory.
Oh my god, I love it!
Oh,
He's so
sorry.
round! Such a round boy, I love him. I mean, we're in a rainforest. It makes sense that it would be rainy here. My favorite thing in this game is exploration, though, because these world just bouncy mushrooms, species of Trilakshana creature. Dope. Excuse me, gentle mushrooms. I saw your kind in the chasm. Oz, you take care of them. Let's see what you got. Boomerang. Oh, that's our first bloom, right? Oh no, it was water. When a creature is affected by Hydro, it releases the cores, and then the cores release AoE damage. We saw that. Yeah, I think
important to replenish your supplies
one of
often
my
when you're out
favorite
in the
things
wild.
in this game has also been the music. And I feel like the music of this region... What is that? It's gonna be pretty cool. Is that a crocodile? Grass!
By royal decree.
Oz. Oh, he died too quick. Let's check up here first, then we'll go back to the city and continue. Oh, didn't check my Let me explore as Kale for now then. Random event, unscrupulous dealings. Those are Fatui and the Eremite or Erudite.
That's close enough. You lucky today. Let's move.
Shield. Oh, I'm fighting the big guy too?
Killjoy. We've only just begun. Miscalculated.
Let's try some Kale.
Detoxifying heat. You need a hurry on this.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
This was well done.
Alright, let's see what you can do.
Just like we rehearsed.
Oh,
You need to hurry up.
I'm very under level to be fighting. Doing 30 damage.
This was well done.
Keep trying.
You need to hurry up. Solidify.
So is it, you got to get it directly on? Okay.
By royal decree.
Well done.
All right. Sorry. Cluster leaves and of cultivation and floor leaf sigils. I use dendro on these. Okay. Oh, it creates.
Stabilize.
Jumpy Dumpty go!
Up, up.
Boing, boing, boom!
Should heal up. I mean, like,
Odds revealed.
is that a friggin' lion? Where was that thing and where did it come from? That was Red 13. It was one of these. He looks like just an animal Zhongli. Look at them. Come on, my guy. Come attack me. Is that? That's not an. That's not one of the.
By royal decree. Jumpy Dumpty go!
What is it? That's not one of those things either. Maybe do I have to use dendro on it? No, guess not. Curious. And what is this one? Summon Dendrograna. So this is the same as the when charge attacks and aim shots, Dendrograna will. Okay. So now. Alright, well. I mean, sure. That's a Dendro sigil right there. Why not? It's a cave. Ooh, cool. Let's grab this for now. I love it. Again, just the spirit of exploration that this game gives. Or, sorry. There was... Was there a way to get them to do poses? None. Just imagining things. I'll check on it later. Birds. Because I've been replaying as a lot of the characters that I used to play as. And Lisa always plays with a rose. So for a second I thought that might be the same rose, and it might be. I might just be... I've gotten really used to seeing these characters over the past few weeks. I've been here already. All right, let's go back to here. Heal up Calais. Now let's go check out this town. Yeah, her glide feels so much more flighty. I love it.
All right,
talk to
next let's see your
Kale
right
as
hand.
Kale.
Yes, not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... well, you understand.
But I have a vision too!
Oh?
Am I useless to everyone now?
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
I like Calais.
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Tighnari, we're ready to head out.
Amir?
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
Yes, you can count.
So, Kale, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Kainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Yeah.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven.
Cool. Oh, and there's just dogs wandering around.
Paimon, traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Rudaba? You a Vanara? I'm not a Vanara. What a shame. What's a Vanara? I might be a Vanara, I don't know. The traces of Greater Lord Rukadavada left in the rainforest. How many of them have you seen? Lady, it'd be cool if you explained what you were talking about before.
Our recent catch was great.
Ooh, a chef. Yes. You got a problem? Shawarma. Alright. First things first. I got plenty of those. Spice, that's a new ingredient. You're pretty good. How much? It's fine. No recipes though, my guy? You're not selling the recipes? Alright, that's fine. Normally they sell the recipes with the... Sounds like it was bad. My fault from heading to Liyue after leaving Mondstadt and then going straight to SUMERU. I wasn't able to plan my route properly. I should have gone to Fontaine first. So you should have gone from Liyue to Fontaine? Could Fontaine be down here? Or maybe over here? Curious. So Fontaine is either got to be here or here. If you could have headed from Liyue Harbor, it makes sense if it would be down here. Fontaine. And then headed over to SUMERU.
Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next ones.
Those?
Hi! Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it.
It's completely fallen down. Where'd you go? I saw you, creature.
No problems with this lamp. Good.
I mean, it's cool. It's cool to see tiny aspects of this. Like, it makes sense that in this world there would be people that have to do stuff like this. What is going on there? Is that going to be the next thing?
The statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue. Oh?
Terrific climber.
I guess I'll leave it up to you then.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the Wall of Samiel around the desert.
The Wall of Samiel
Her works
around the
provided
desert.
a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago.
Sounds like what happened with Raiden Makoto. Does it coincide with Conria?
According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarastana.
Let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarastana.
Uh-huh.
And then...
Huh? You're not too...
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru.
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers. Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
Wait.
There we go.
Amber?
Amber fangirl. Outrider of the Knights of Favonius?
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person. There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark
Kale,
that
I
lights
like
the
you.
fire in everyone's heart around her.
I know Amber is kind of the butt of the joke a lot of the times in the metagame, and when I was free to play, I've spent a little too much money on this. I'm not a full-blown whale, nowhere near a full-blown whale. I wish I could have the numbers of a full-blown whale and have a C6 Zhongli, a C6 Raiden Shogun. I don't have Venti, I don't have... there's plenty of stuff I still don't have from my lack of being a whale. But when I was free to play, I rocked Amber for a while because Amber was solid.
If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and...
I agree. She was a good first character to meet.
Sorry.
We never see this side of you.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure, you really like Amber.
Yeah?
Sorry.
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how
We
do
helped
you know that
Amber
we've
fight a
met
dragon.
Amber?
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other in one letter. She mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
Ah, so that's how you knew.
Yep. So please know that you two have my complete trust.
We took down
Really.
Storm Terror.
I wish I could tell you more about the Dendro Archon, but I have been away from SUMERU for some time, and I haven't read any books.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot.
Yeah.
We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or the Sanctuary of
The way
Surathana
Paimon says
until you
Rukkhadevata is
mentioned
pretty
them.
cute. Rukkhadevata. Let me write down that second one. Surathana. The Sanctuary of Surathana is where the Lesser Lord Kusanali
I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why did...
You explain the purpose of your journey to Calais. Calais.
So that's why...
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right?
Paimon's right.
Alright, we have a statue to clean.
You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy.
What the... Dope. Alright. Okay, so attacking certain things with Dendro.
Huh. Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small.
The Lesser Lord.
Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Or Lesser Lord? The name does seem to fit the statue somehow. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later.
Psh, that's a worry for
Let's get
another
started on
time.
cleaning the statue.
You and Paimon meticulously clean the statue.
Nice work. That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
There's one thing I wanted to check out. I believe it was down here. Nope. Okay. Never mind. I was hoping that by attacking it with the Dendro element, I could have... Lizard! Attacking it with the Dendro element, I could have changed it the same way I did that other thing.
Welcome back! You must be tired after all that climbing.
Yay, food! What kind of goodies did you bring? Hey,
I'm on
don't
some
be a party
restraint.
pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
I love it. Guys, I'll be right back. Enjoy the music for a second. All right, we're back.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets.
Dude, I love me
you'll
some
like
pita
them.
pockets. Do pita, like get it toasty, get it a little puffy and toasted, cut it open, cucumber, tomato, like I do like cherry tomatoes. Hold on a second, I actually got a little my recipe stack. I have. I have a huge stack of recipes right here for whenever I need them. Yeah. This is what I do. I do cucumber salad pita pockets, which is quartered cucumbers, halved cherry tomato, fronds of dill chopped, lemon, pita, olive oil. Then you toss it all. So you toss the cucumber, tomato, get little pepitas, half of the dill, olive oil, lemon juice, sour cream, salt and pepper, and a little bit of hummus and feta cheese, and stuff it into the pita pocket. Ends up looking like that. Awesome lunch. Takes maybe 10 minutes total to put it together. And if you do it in batches, it is amazing. It's a really good lunch. I make it for lunch all the time. It keeps well.
Whoops!
So I'll make like one for breakfast and then keep 2 for lunch.
No! You dropped it on the ground! Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Smart.
Oh, whew. Paimon nearly had a heart attack there.
This game, I will say, throughout Inazuma
Those pitas are amazing.
and the Chasm,
You're
has
quite
had some
the cook,
amazing
Kale.
one-liners that every once in a while I'll just
Thank
take a
goodness
quick
you
picture
wrapped
of.
them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even
Dope.
include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
I already know how to. Didn't you hear me? I just gave a whole
Hard to
thing
believe someone
about
as
how to make pita
diligent as
pockets.
You could have clumsy moments too.
Oh, I guess it happens from time to time.
You can also put a
So,
little bit of hot sauce in the pita pocket, fill it to your
think
taste.
that Tainari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission. Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group
So
called...
it's just academia. Okay.
Something?
Amerta, one of the 6 Darshans. I know this.
Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there.
So it's just academia? Well, then why are they spelling it so differently than just the word academia?
But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
Speaking of his ears, I'd like to pet them.
I know, right? I've always wanted to pet them too. Anyway, Master could have easily left the rainforest to take up a position at the Academia, but he chose to stay here instead as a forest watcher, helping the locals every day and passing on his knowledge to trainees. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pocket.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, "Why, oh why? Is she going to die?" It probably started to get under
That's
Master's
Paimon.
skin after a while.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you.
Thank you, Paimon.
Hey!
Paimon is so cute.
Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this! It's time for some Paimonial wrath!
No! Don't touch me!
Calais?
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
No, I just...
So we know Calais has a
I
tragic
didn't mean
backstory.
that.
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm... I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharvaville. I think Master and the others should be back by now, too.
Gandharvaville.
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry?
Can't even see her, but she's right here, Paimon.
Yep.
Traveling merchant, give me your stuff. About the desert, I'm sure you can imagine it without my help. An endless expanse of sand, the scorching sun, dangers of sandstorms, strange mechanisms. According to some legends, there used to be no desert in SUMERU, and it was the battle between the Scarlet King and the Greater Lord that created the desert. I do not really care how the desert was formed. I'm more interested in when it'll go away. The Scarlet King, ooh. The Scarlet King, that sounds dope. What's the Scarlet King, or who's the Scarlet King? That's a big dream. I haven't been able to dream ever since I grew up, but still, one should dream big. Good luck with all if you dream big. One day, maybe the Scarlet King or Greater Lord Rukavada will come back. Upon their return, there will be no desert, no pain, no Samael control engineers, no Bismartin's doctors. What? Alright, bye.
I think I'll stay here a while.
Right, so the Samael is the wall?
Ah, traveler. You've returned.
Again, Samael. We know there are several creatures named after angels. Like the hypostases are named after angels, and Samael was an angel.
Yep, we're back.
Is that any?
Oh, Kale? Yes. I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay.
And we know the
I'm dead on my...
the angels or the archons are all named after. Call them what you will, genies or demons. I consider them demons based on the Lesser Key of Solomon, Baal, Beelzebul, Barbatos. Collect the entire tail of Shiryu and Shirin. Collect the entire folio foliage. There's one more. What did, oh. Drift freely in the forest. Alright. Time to awkwardly stand here for... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now.
Do you need something? Tell. Hello? Sorry, was my voice too soft for you to hear clearly? I said, do you need something? Please do tell. It's not your fault, it's an old habit of mine. I'm used to speaking softly because I hunt frequently, sometimes meeting researchers or training in the forest. It's taking me time to speak normally again. Many mistake me for an introvert because of that, and they're really careful when they talk to me. Not necessarily. Talk to me normally. There aren't many. They're usually hidden in spots. You'll still meet them in a video forest. Alright. I'm the longest living. So she's a Venara. One of them, anyway, along with Keon, who's a few years my elder. It was a blessing in disguise living carefree in the forest. I was a researcher of academia in my youth, but I was caught up in vicious academic competition. I didn't want to fight with those unethical researchers. The secluded life of the forest was way better. Like, it's like how the Dendro Archon and the Greater Lord are incomparable to each other. Do you get it now? Instead of asking me questions... Again, everyone seems to be putting down... We got a little bit of it during the thing. During the video we watched yesterday. About how they don't consider the current Dendro Archon... to be the same as...
Wow, this is
the
so
Rookie
lucky.
Devata, which is why they gave her the title of Lesser Lord. Rock it on, baby!
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari, what are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a...
No need to worry.
It's
Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
She's got medicine, towels, cute bed. Oh wait, no, we're going down there? Alright, my guy, sure.
All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we?
Sure.
To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because, well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you, but she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tainari,
Paimon is also the
what
name
exactly
of
is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been
what is
dealing
it?
with for some
a
time.
djinn or a demon.
Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a
It's from
disease
the
called
myth of King
Elazar.
Solomon, so I wonder if Solomon will eventually tie into the story. She's has a disease, Elazar. We heard about Elazar.
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on
So
the affected
grayscale?
area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
Damn.
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the
Damn.
effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up
Yeah,
hurting
I'm
herself.
making her fight with a bow and arrow. My bad.
With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage.
There's no
However,
true cure.
there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you are already familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said
The
that she
doctor.
had been given to a
The
harbinger
doctor
known
was
as
the one who
the
said that-
Doctor.
Dottore said that he had a segment of himself currently working on something, and then we saw a tree burning. The tree I just saw in my vision, that Kale saw in her dream. Oh god.
I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them.
But we know she was
However,
experimented on.
Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up. And it's the damn doctor again.
Oh, by the way, Paimon,
I still hate him less than I hate
Kale wanted me to
Scaramouche,
tell
but-
you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to
Don't apologize for that. That's your personal
None of
business.
this is her
Absolutely
fault
not.
at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Kainari. We'll take good care of her.
How's her condition
Well, it's
now?
not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was much more
So
stable
we've
when she first arrived
crossed
here in
paths with
Gandharvaville.
Scaramouche once or twice. We prevented Child's plan in Liyue. And we were pretty much responsible. I mean, I know technically Raiden's Shogun got the final blow, but we were responsible for the death of Signora, which I regret, because Signora was... You know. Yeah. I keep dropping my pen.
She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt
she
compelled
wanted
to
to be like
ask
an
her to
outrider.
join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little
Children
too much
screaming,
for her
that's
now.
either fine or really, really bad. Sometimes kids run up and down the hall outside my apartment.
All right. Now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Let's come along.
Yeah, we'd like to do something to...
All right, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially...
No problem.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as lunar lotus.
Nila-
It's often used to help
Nila
those
Pala.
afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
I think I have one of them.
Hey, Kainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Lunar lotus can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. Lunar lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in SUMERU have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the SUMERU rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh, huh. Okay then. Note to Paimon. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari.
It's important to replenish your supplies often when you're out in the wild.
Yep. You know what? Since we're not with Kale anymore, let's try. Still gonna be around that same level.
Let's go gather some samples.
Let's try Tainari though. Do love exploring.
Can't see.
God, the battle music's so good.
Boing, boing, boom!
Alright, let's try this. So now... Nope, trouble. Alright, so next time we'll try Dendro with Electro.
Keep up. Ha. Ha.
Now fire. Alright.
Keep up. Ha.
Birds.
There should be lunar lotuses growing some. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would. We'll rendezvous
I've only
here
found
once
one
you.
so far. One, two, three. Oh, there you go. Okay, I was getting some different ingredients.
We've gathered enough lunar lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari.
So we know that that is needed to upgrade both Tainari and Kale.
Keep up.
Okay. So it's, I'm guessing like it's like the main plant that's gonna be needed as the upgrade resource for this region.
We found the lotuses you requested.
Let me take a look. I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling your name.
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? Let's go find out what's going on.
All right. I still don't fully trust you, Tainari, because there's something going on. I know you're a good guy, because you're taking care of Kale, which is cool. I like that. Chronic illness. Talk to Amir. Another one. Another one. Another one.
Keep up.
I think it's odd how the first two Dendro characters we meet are both so similar. How they're both Dendro bow users. So with the exception of the Traveler being a Dendro sword user.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. Can you tell me the exact...
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading.
Okay, I understand.
Gotcha.
You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away.
Wait, Tainari?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think...
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements...
I don't need a
will be
vision
able
to do that,
resist
bro.
the
I can
withering's
manipulate
corrosive
Animo
effects
and
for a
Geo
time.
and Electro and Dendro.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the prop. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it.
I can also
But you
control the
don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro at using the power.
It seems the rumors about you are true. We typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an...
Okay. Thank you, bud. Oh, we're looking for the withering, the withering, the withering. So,
Stop. Don't
would you
move any
call this
further.
Withering Heights?
Look there in the distance.
Sorry.
Where? Oh, look!
Yeah, it's all...
Those plants have withered.
Oh, is that the mist
The
we were hearing
area
about, the
is
smoke?
Kinda gloomy. Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
That is the withering. All right, traveler. We're going to have to enter that withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the withering. Thank you, but I must warn you. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you ready then? Let's go.
You'll experience discomfort. Is it anything like, the cold of
First, we must
Dragonspire?
locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
Dreadful Withering. The Withering is not a fixed location. Instead, it refers to the areas that have been corroded by some of the mysterious and ominous power. In these areas, characters will accumulate decay. The speed of this accumulation will differ depending on the Withering Zone you're in. Okay? Depending on how much decay you have accumulated, all your party members will have their elemental resistance, physical resistance, and max HP decreased. These stats will be decreased more with the amount of decay you accumulate or accrue. If you remain within a withering zone after you fully accumulate decay, all party members will fall. Just instant death. Dreadful Withering. You must use the power of the Dendrograna, to clear the withering away. Only via this method can you destroy the withering. Branches that spread. Only when all withering branches within a withering zone are destroyed can the tumor of withering at the beating heart of the area be destroyed. Most withering zones can be destroyed in this way, but within the withering zone, candles of life and flames of life may appear and help decrease the accumulation. There are other perils in the withering zone apart from decay. Monsters have been corroded by the environment with fetid bows that grow and will attack characters within, causing decay to accumulate. In addition to the tumor of the withering will exhort disciples of decay to come forth and attack.
One with the forest.
Is this one of the... Okay.
Oz revealed by...
Enshroud!
Okay, cool. So I managed to get an aggravate there. So I could only set off 2, but now I hit them with Hyper Bloom.
I'm not finished my research.
Ah! Oh, there was one behind me. Alright, let's try this again. Egg.
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we
I
need to
dodged
take
it.
care
Cool.
of the tumor.
What are you? A fungus. Alright, a monster with basic intelligence that evolved from spores. When hit by electro or pyro, it will enter an activated or scorched state based on the elemental type. Defeat the transform fungus to obtain different types of rewards.
Gather!
Jumpy Dumpty Go!
Now, destroy the tumors of the withering.
Let's see what kind of rewards it dropped. None. Do I need the this again? So I gotta get right up to it. Okay. Alright, so I have to
Everything's returning
use
to
the
normal now.
Dendrograna, destroy the branches, then go up to and destroy the tumor.
Yes, thanks to you
It's
two.
forest cancer.
We were
Gotcha.
able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but
It's that obvious, huh? Recently, the rate at which the withering zone appears has been increasing. Even though
I'm
we were able
curious.
to
The
quickly
withering
clear
zone
that
appears to
withering
be
zone,
red.
It won't be
Could it
long
have
before
anything to
another
do
one
with the
appears.
Scarlet King, who apparently once clashed with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? That's my theory. I'm putting it out there.
If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself.
Yep.
Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, and most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
but why is that?
Oh, could it have something to do with Doctor? Because we know a segment was here.
I'm still not sure
Or
of
could
the exact reason.
Doctor himself be here?
However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions.
Alright, let me go back to my list. We don't know for the the 11 harbingers of the Fatui, right? We know several of them. They're the lieutenants of the Saritsa. I'm trying to remember their numbers. Oh, they have names? Alright, never mind. So, number 1, the old man, is the Jester, aka Piero. Number 2, the sleeping girl, is Damselette, or the maiden. Colombina. The rooster, who was the guy I thought was the mayor, who is the guy with the big nose. So he is the rooster. His name is Puccinella. Then the balladeer, Scaramouche. Oh, we don't know their number. So, okay. Number 1 is the jester Piero. Number 2 is unknown. Number 3 is Damselette Columbina. Don't know number 4. Number 5 is the rooster Pulcinella. Number 6 is balladeer Scaramouche. Don't know who number 7 is. Number 8 was the fair lady, Signora. Number 9 is the dude wearing the glasses, Regrator, or Rich Man, Pantalone. And 10 is Child, aka Tartaglia. The ones we don't know their numbers are the doctor, Il Dottore, the captain, Capitano, the marionette, which was the girl and the giant robot, Sandrone is her name. Marionette Sandrone. And the knave, Arlecchino. Wait, again, I know I'm going down a rabbit hole here. Wasn't... Okay. Now I'm going down a rabbit hole that has nothing to do with this. Arlecchino is from Commedia dell'arte, which was an old style of play where there were these archetypes and they were all done to set costumes, and even though the plays were done, different plays were written, they all used these same character archetypes. One of them was Arlecchino, the clown, the servant clown. It's where the term harlequin comes from, Arlecchino. So the servant to two masters, I believe, was Arlecchino. And that is the name of one of these characters. That's very interesting to me. I don't know why I went on such a little thing here. So, we only have SUMERU, Fontaine, and Natlan left before we get to Snezhnaya. And we've only dealt with one of the 11... We've dealt with Child, I'll say. But he's still out there. But I'll put a check next to Child. So we still have 9 Harbingers to deal with. We know Balladeer, Scaramouche, is still in Inazuma. So that's still pending. He still has to take the notices of the Raiden Shogun. That leaves 8 in the next 4. I could see us having to deal with one, maybe battling Doctor here in this. So maybe this red rot decay is the Doctor and his plan, because we saw him in the vision burning the tree.
No, none that we know of. The
That's
weathering
my
has
new
been
theory.
recorded in SUMERU for millennia. It's said that it originates
Never
from
mind.
the depths of the world. By the way, Have you heard of Irminsul before?
I have! I've heard of it twice now. It's a big old tree.
Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense. You can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground.
The ley lines are the roots of Irminsul. Spreading, ascending a massive cavern.
Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day.
Okay, and they absorb information, bringing it to this tree of knowledge.
The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the Withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the Withering Zones here for a long time until a cure is found. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Gotcha.
Keep up! Ha!
So it seems there's no quick travel directly back, but we can get close. Maybe, you know what, I'll climb for that. Good.
Hup. Hup.
Climb up for this
Keep up.
checkpoint. Teleport.
Ha.
Having these dudes at level 40 is not convenient. But until I get to the one of the little sub-boss of this region, not much I can do about it. Ooh, you're new. Zayton Peaches. Dendro butterflies. The city where all wisdom resides. I don't see it. Where is it? Oh. I started looking there. I could have just turned ever so slightly to my right. Alright.
Smells like something good is inside. Keep up.
Let's go there and drop. What's that over there? Stay away, you nasty mushrooms. We gotta help. That's what I'm trying to do.
Ha! One with the forest.
By royal decree.
La la la.
Dumpty dumpty go!
You are a big help, thanks. As you can see, I'm a forest watcher. The name's Rana. I'm Indira. Paimon's Paimon. You aren't dressed like inhabitants of the forest, nor do you look like you're from the desert. Your clothes have good breathability, and are suitable for traveling in SUMERU. Since Rana's a forest watcher, she should know Kale. Kale hasn't been well. She still works hard to protect the forest and eliminate the withering. Everyone's worried about her. She's a trustworthy senior, but she has a trustworthy senior, the one with fluffy ears, so she should be fine. Amber, go Baron Bunny. Baron Bunny Blast. Anyway, the Forest Watcher's duty is to protect the forest. The two you might have noticed, lately the forest has been less than ideal. The fungi and beasts have grown aggressive. Then there's the withering. Alright, she'll take me to the next village. Odds are it's up this tree. In. Ah. This is straight up Winnie the Pooh. Alright. And I'm wondering if there's an equivalent
Can't see.
to... God, the battle music is so good in this region. I wonder if there's going to be an equivalent to the
Certainly
Thunder
worth
Sakura
the extra mile.
here, where I could level up my... level up the Dendrograna. Along with like what I'm able to do with it. Because I will say, leveling up the Sacred Sakura in Inazuma was so convenient.
By royal
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. No item drop. Alright. Yeah, leveling up the Thunder Sakura was great. Just finding those Electro Sigils was convenient. Fun. It made me look a little bit more for treasure, especially with the rewards that dropped from it. I still haven't leveled it up fully. It's in like the mid 40s, I think. I think like level 44 or something on the tree.
Great. Definitely have enough for a grand feast this time.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back.
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. Huh. Wait, is that?
A bird.
Oh no, Hypatia!
A bird.
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in
Ooh, I
Sumeru.
love it. It looks like a mix between like a toucan and a chameleon. It's got those like bulgy eyes, the chameleon, the spiral tail, and head frills.
Oh, her? How could we forget?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Just let Paimon read it, huh? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations.
Smart.
This letter
That's
is her
definitely
asking
a
us for
scholar.
help.
Focused more
We need to
on
go.
their research than on practical things. I have friends who are... I have one friend who's smarter than I will ever be. I respect him so much. When it comes to some of the smartest things out there, I grasp half of what he says, what he's talking about. Like, in terms of engineering. Some of the coolest, weirdest things. When he talks about practical things, he's one of the dumbest people I've ever met. I have several friends like that. I have several friends that are very intelligent, but also very dumb when it comes to practical. And I have some friends that are very practical that can't name more than 5 countries. And it's embarrassing in a different way. And I love them all, but that does not shock me. The fact that there is a scholar that's like, you know what, I'm going to meditate for 3 days, I'm going to get all this information, I'm going to be very dedicated and focused. I completely forgot to pack food.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait.
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines. And by the... Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse. I've got some emergency rations set aside.
Wait, you want us to bring her the...
Let's find out. Here, so, how do you feel?
Light and refreshing.
Really? But wait, how'd you...
Back when we were clearing the withering zone, I observed that she could adeptly manipulate the dendro element. I knew then that she would... And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsol's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw while you were unconscious? That's correct.
Yep.
Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you, because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire world of Teyvat.
Dog boy.
My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru.
My guy, I've saved Mondstadt. I've saved Liyue. I've saved Inazuma. I've conquered Dragonspire. I've broken the seal of the chasm. Who are you to question me?
After seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you. When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneol are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul.
That sounds nice and all.
So I accidentally did what...
That was because... Please, wait here.
Yep, whatever.
Here, take these.
Okay.
It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other... Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. No.
Avi, Maggie, my guy.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
I know the core of this game is the vision system.
Hypatia should still be
I wonder if we'll ever get a character who doesn't use the vision. Because we know the majority of this world is non-vision users. So I doubt it, because like the interplay between those elements is one of the biggest aspects of combat in this game. When creatures are activated using Electra, they will unleash True Sense Pulse. I was just doing it because I was told.
One with the forest. I hear everything.
Odds revealed. Boing, boing, boom.
La la la. Da da da.
You're aggravated? I get it. I would be too. Quicken, aggravate.
No rest for the wicked.
Maybe Dendro?
Flowers!
Nope. Nope. Well, I now know that I've confirmed that striking it with Dendro definitely has an effect. Not necessarily, oh, that's the wall of the chasm. Oh, it looks so cool from the side. Okay. So I can confirm there's definitely an effect. Let's head on back to the waterfall.
Keep up.
Someone
Hello?
jumping up.
Hypatia?
Got my entire apartment shaking.
Hey,
Alright.
there's nobody here. Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
Clatter. Sounds like it came from inside the cave. Check behind them roots. Ah. This is the little guy. Is that a...
There you are. Hypatia, are you up?
So hungry.
Looks
There's
famished.
no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Huh? Wait.
Why does it look foggy outside? The silent seeker of knowledge.
Huh? How'd things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we?
Take a breath.
Really? Oh.
What? Oh, is this like the, So is this Sumeru's version of, like, shrines and domains? Yep, door to resurrection activated.
Wow. This place is huge. I knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
Alright. Bouncy mushrooms in domains. The reason... You know, let's... Quick! Guy just... Is this where I came from? What? What?
Right.
But how? What? Oh, this way. Okay. I gotcha. Okay. Nope. Nope. I didn't screw up his stuff. I didn't have this weird moment. I'm fine. Everything's fine. We're okay. We're fine. Whoop. That's Inazuma.
Huh? What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
This is an Inazuman domain. Weird. Primeval rosin in domains. You will sometimes find primeval rosin in sealed paths that correspond within the domains in SUMERU. Collect 3 primeval rosins within the domains to unlock the path. Good. We came this way already, though. There was nothing here. Unless... Well, this is... I'm almost certain this world was not here before.
Gather!
Oh, it's great! Boing, boing, boom!
Quake!
Shadow Raven! Black Knight Fall!
Enshroud!
Dumpty Dumpty Go!
Bob. No, get me out. No. Let go. Stop. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in this.
Crumble! Rise!
First things first, let's grab that. Let's try this again. So 2 of the 3 thingies. Stupid thing. Screw you. I will say one thing about this game, it does make you feel things. For example, I actually feel bad fighting Hilichurls now. I didn't in the beginning, because I'm like, oh, they're just like a generic monster race, same as like the Bokoblins in Zelda, or the Goombas in Mario, whatever, you know. But when it was revealed that they're pretty much the tortured, cursed souls of a long-dead civilization, forever trapped in this form, I'm like, well, I don't feel great about fighting them. Let's just be real. Especially after seeing them in the chasm all broken and monstery, and shrouded in darkness and dying and just wanting peace. I'm like, yeah, I feel bad for these monsters. And this game is like, no, just keep killing them. You're fine, though. We're back in Inazuma.
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
So what is that? There's a shiny spot right here. Investigate the courtyard. I gotcha. Investigate the corridors. But why is it all Inazuma? That's my big question here so far. Not the showing me visions part. I'm fine with that, surprisingly. More the why is it particularly Inazuma that it's showing me visions of? Oh, it's the Abyss Herald.
Well, looks like we meet again, traveler.
I haven't seen you since the Abyss.
The Abyss Herald!
Since the Chasm,
What are
sorry.
you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange place. Plotting.
I didn't say plotting.
You needn't worry about such things. Now before the Abyss.
Solidify!
By royal decree.
Pew! Boing, boing, boing!
Let's nip that in the butt.
Make sure this is gonna activate his shield now.
Resistance is futile.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Can't see.
Stabilize.
Yeah, it's not doing anything. There we go. Alright. I guess it was just a survival thing.
Why can't we beat this guy?
Yep.
Oh, Paimon doesn't
It was
get
to survive a set
He's
amount of
not
time.
like him before. What's wrong this time?
His shield didn't drop at all, though.
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later.
So we fought a lot of the churls, the Hilichurl, Scimichurl.
Powerless you really are.
We haven't seen any Abyss Order members. The floaty bubble mages. We haven't seen any of those. And they're what I equate to the Abyss Order.
Your brother. Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant?
Yeah, I know. My brother is the Prince of the Abyss, but
living in complete denial.
whatever.
His Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in his eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are
Don't believe
utterly
you.
gone. Your journey is meaningless. But don't you fret now. Today will be your last. Now die!
I'm realizing something. The cloth on him looks a lot like Paimon's wings. Was that all? It feels like I was dreaming. I can't remember what I saw.
What do we do? Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see how... well...
So
the good
as soon
news
as I
is
saw that
she's
tiny
still
creature...
conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that? Are you... Anyways, we can talk...
It was as soon as I saw that little forest creature.
Wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her.
After giving the semi-conscious Hypatia some water and fruit juice...
Who is there? Tainari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water.
We give the letter to her.
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me.
Well, we were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around.
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Kind of like a cabbage.
So, you're able to see them too?
You tell Hypatia and Paimon everything that happened after entering the cave.
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious...
No, I actually do believe what the Traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before, and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves
So
a
it was
little
just a dream.
time in order
Why
to
was I
scurry
dreaming about
away.
Inazuma?
So, Hypatia, just what...
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendroarch. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul.
So maybe...
Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding.
When I heard
and my
about
mind
them
was
in the
racing
trailer
with all the
yesterday,
knowledge that I had touched.
it said that they can be seen by children, which made me think of the Minish from Legend of Zelda.
And at that very moment,
But looking at them,
I suddenly
they
noticed
kind
a
of look
small
like the
figure at
Koroks
the
from Legend
opening
of
of the
Zelda.
cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature.
I mean,
They
with a-
must have already
with
been
a
used to me
funnier
living in the
face.
cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh! And then?
And then I had a dream. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to save me.
Sounds like a great
Yes,
neighbor.
no doubt about that. By the way, Tainari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul.
Very much so.
Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier. Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. All right, we're up, traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a radish veggie soup.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too.
Cool.
To be honest, the last time had to be when Tainari came to visit.
Good, get a radish. It's totally there in case I need to cook. You cook up some dishes over the fire.
All done. Let's use the empty box. Oh, it smells up.
I want some too. Let's make some radish veggie soup. And what was the other one? Sweet Madame. I always like to have extra Sweet Madame. I think it's a very good, very simple to make because it has sweet flowers, which are everywhere, and fowl, which are everywhere, and heals a good deal of HP.
Are you already finished cooking?
There you go. After a delicious meal together, you tell Hypatia about connecting with Irminsul.
Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spirit Borneo for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spent their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
I kind of have the thing about connecting with elements.
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make Spirit Borneo primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power.
I love how, in this game, sometimes they worry about lip flaps matching. Sometimes they don't. And the character will just stop talking as the voiceover continues.
Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth.
I think I get it.
Anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was she sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense,
Smell is
she
one
could
of the most
perceive
powerful
Dendro
sense
Archon's
connected with
power
memory and
experience the
knowledge.
sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions.
It's an incredibly sensitive sensory organ. Which is why they say smells connects to memory the most, and if the tree is the memory, that's fun. I get it. I get the connection
Taking
there.
in any sense similar to the ingredients of Spirit Borneo would cause adverse effects. Not to worry, though. It appears you've already fully recovered. Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon. But unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spirit Borneo should no longer trigger such reaction. I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa, You're really serious.
I am a researcher after all. As a
All
member
right,
of the
Acacia,
Taoist
you're more down to
Darshan
earth.
at the Academia,
Hold
my
up.
main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know.
There we go. So that's the next
especially
Darshan?
regarding the mysteries that lie
We know
in the
about
starry
Aruta
skies.
or Amurda. So we don't know about the other 6 Darshans. So 1, 2. So this is the first one we truly know about. So stars and fate. Normally, in our world, I would say stars and fate have nothing to do with each other. It's just stars. We made up pretty pictures in the sky. In this, though, we know that constellations and stars
I
do
must
matter.
turn to the all-knowing Irma. If only my
Because,
perception
I
wasn't
mean,
so
like, even look
limited.
at Paimon's cloak. It's all constellations.
Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life.
Satyavada
Many
life.
researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we meditate alone. We
That's
need
why
to
you ignored
ensure
me.
that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa. So knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous.
Is it like
Aren't you afraid
tapping
of the risk,
into too
Acacia?
much knowledge? Like your brain explodes from an overload? Like putting too much air inside a balloon?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living near. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself. And they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being.
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Oh. Is that true?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can
Damn.
dream in Sumeru.
Imagine, like,
Adults,
you hit
however,
puberty and you
never
just
do.
stop dreaming.
The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical.
Reminds me of the dream I saw from the Aranara.
Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams.
Which one was that again? Genshin Nara. Aranara are a plant-like race of forest spirits. Oh, so that's the forest spirit. That's what the Aranara are. Okay.
The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be, but I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to
Nothing wrong
be.
with dreaming.
Just be sure not to speak of this if you try.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things she saw when she connected with Irminsul?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself. World
forget me.
What could that possibly mean? If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you.
Okay, so Satyavada life is like the research stage, and then Paripurna life is the next level.
If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me. There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
You continue chatting before settling down for a good night's rest.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
Head left from there. I'm a researcher conducting observations in Avidya forests. Ecology. About the withering is the result of contamination. The contamination of ermine cells is not so easily resolved. He's wielding like a scimitar. Oh, I love it. I love the design of that blade. Or maybe it's like a falchion in design. Mold's gonna grow on my head if this goes on. Mold? Even sand can grow mushrooms if it's surrounded by this damn sticky air every day. I always want to finish this, get my payment, and go sunbathing in the desert. I didn't mean that I actually plan to return to that lousy desert. I mean Aru village on the desert's border. I hear from the village elders that Aru village used to be part of the Scarlet King's citadel. Think about it, Aru may be in the desert, but life's pretty nice there. You don't have to endure wet weather. You can go shopping at the Caravan Rabat too. You probably won't make much money there, but you'll find everything else in that place pretty neat. Alright. That's the thing I still can't get to. Unless I'm so small I can just slip through. Nope. Okay. Yeah, literally adding these things makes traveling so much faster and so much more fun.
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the... As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in SUMERU City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul.
Keep your emotions in check, Gula.
Kage.
Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the academia, not to cause a scene.
His mustache is ridiculous. And I love it. Look at that mustache. So gracefully curving on the top into a pointed mustache with it so jagged and vampiric along the bottom. Alright, Kage. The Haravatat Sage. So many new words that I do not know what they mean.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation.
He is a renowned sage of the Immorta.
He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his...
I see. Huh. And I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort. And now he requires your...
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
So the sages are the one who
Once you
rule
arrive
Sumeru
in
City.
Sumeru City, that is.
And how long will I be required to stay?
There's no...
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot...
Tainari!
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
I like their dress robes. They seem stylish yet comfy.
Tainari, what was that all?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered a bunch of questions for us, too.
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
That's right. We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask...
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you then.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short.
You know any
and
sages
most
you
of
could
my
introduce us
acquaintances are
to?
researchers.
Like Sage Kage, perhaps?
How about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Amurta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile. Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe...
Oh?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this very item is the basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise. So I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Great! Next up, Sumeru City! That's right! Tainari, we have something important to say to Kale before we leave.
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her. She knew you two would be leaving soon.
Thanks, Tainari.
Farewell.
Dope. Can't the forest rangers be able to clear spores, pollen? How do they expect anyone to understand what they're saying? I'm the Eremites. Do you need a bodyguard? Nope. I really am the Flame Main. It's said that she's got a huge job in the city. I'll make her buy me some drinks when I get back to the city. Is that Dea, who we saw in the trailer?
I've been waiting for you two. Well, thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties.
Dope.
I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend. Not some girl that needs your sympathy. But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with.
There's no need to apologize, Kale.
Yeah.
We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us.
Exactly, Paimon.
We're
Kale's
probably
cool.
still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Oh?
It's my recipe for pita pockets.
Dope.
I told you that I'd give you a copy, remember? My handwriting is a little, messy,
Pita
so
pockets.
please don't laugh.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. Now we can eat them.
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time. Well
course we
then,
will.
I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. I hope you have a safe trip to Sumeru City and get to meet the Dendro Archon there.
I got Pita Pockets.
Kinda hard to believe that Master Tainari can cook. His culinary techniques are very polished. The last time I went a little too heavy on the spices for my pita pockets, Master started having a sneezing fit. I hope you have a safe trip to Sumeru City and get them much better now. Even though I'm not quite ready to help Master clear the withering zones yet. Oh, and Traveler? Amber knows about my case of Elazar and what's happened in my past. But I haven't told her about my condition getting worse. I guess I just don't want her to worry about me.
Alright,
I hope you have a safe trip to Sumeru City, and see you later! Be sure to come back often! Even though Master didn't admit it, I'm sure he wants to see you again.
Sag. Take care of the doggy squad.
Isn't a single one missing.
I can help too. Pita pockets. Do I see Pita pocket? There they are. So milk, meat. The ones I make don't have any meat. They use cucumbers and pepitas and a little bit of dill. I think I only need to cook what? It's at 5? I can cook 5. Oh, 15, never mind. I'll cook like 5 or 6. Maybe I'll get a special one. There they are. That's the special one from Kale. I received an invitation to travel to Vimara village. Oman. The treasure-seeking Sealy. The Puspa Cafe. The Adventurers. The House of Dana. Let's do a world quest first. Sounds fun. You know what? Listen to the music for a minute. Nope, wait. Let's do this little side quest first.
Solidifying today.
Odds for being.
You can't run.
Looks
like I
Sorry, big cat.
went too far.
As long as we kill... I hate those guys first, most of the gunners. As long as I take them out before...
forest.
Jumpy Dumpty, go!
Slime concentrates and secretions are never bad. I went ahead. That's a new kind of
Insubordination!
Enshroud!
Woo! Da da da! La la la!
get over it.
One man's stone
What do I get there?
is another man's
The Eremite's Flame of Vigor. Alright. Let's just activate this fast travel point. There it is. A hunter. You're a Mondstadt. I'm Aurelius. I was born and raised in Mondstadt. Raised. I didn't want to come here in the beginning, but once I got here, I realized this place is awesome. No one will force me to be a poet here. I hate poetry. Alright, I guess. Hey, fair enough, my guy. No one should force poetry on you.
Stabilize!
Woo! Boing, boing, boom!
Badass. Take it out. Oh, it's Flower Boy. Oh, another flower.
Gather!
Shadow Raven, let night fall!
One with the forest.
Two bouncy bouncies. Or bumpy dumpies, whatever. Alright. When you're ready, I'll take you to Vimara Village. Smooth sailing from here to SUMERU or Port Ormos. Let's go. I've already taken out most of the monsters along this path. So you're a forest watcher, right? You must be very familiar with the woods. Lived around here for years. I know every tree in the forest, really. It's been a few days since the Withering Zone popped so close to the main road. The Withering Zone again. We've handled it with Tainari before. Let me mark down the location. Is lethal, even forest veterans won't approach it. You did show ability when fending off the fungi. We can't have you injured. I don't like it. Let me deal with it. Alright. I'll wait here.
God!
Can't see.
Boing, boing, boom! Ah! Pew!
So damage from them increases my withering.
thyself.
Apparently if they get electrode, they leave certain... Nope. The word's behind, I guess not, though. Travelers, impressive, right? Amazing, incredibly amazing. Thanks. You're getting too excited. Pardon me, Traveler miss. It's okay. Speak your mind. If you guys are interested in joining us, I can vouch for you both. It would be great to get powerful, dedicated people like Indira and Paimon on our side. I named myself Indira. I know I'm Lumine, but I think that was before I knew we were Lumine and Aether. Wait. Speaking of Forest, Paimon's got a question. Do you remember that creature we saw before? They sound like the mythical Aranara, small, round, plant-like fairies, denizens of the woods and guardians of the trees. We dismiss them as a tale. You sure these weren't just shroom boars you saw? It's an animal. I don't think they're the same. You can ask the kids in Vimara. They're very into the legend of the Aranara. Kids always try to hide their thoughts from adults, but you can read their minds like a book. Just like Paimon. It's because we're buddies and know each other very well. Oh, I forgot about these things. Life.
Da da da. La la la.
So yeah, this was Vimara. Okay. Well, I just got there a little early. Ooh, new kinds of fish. Dope. One more time. There you go. The Madakas are crazy easy to catch now. There we go.
Whoa, nice catch.
Those are all new kinds of fish that I've never seen before. Do you like that bait? No? Do I gotta go craft some more of this? Alright, well let's have you get this. I know I need a set number of Madakas to get better fishing poles.
Whew, that was a tough fight.
And let's see if I can get this big guy with this. Alright, guess not.
Woo.
Fish. Alright. We're learning more about the Aranara. I'm back, Grandpa Amadea. Rana. You know the job of the Forest Watcher is important, but you should come around more often. Yeah, I know. I patrol the forest with the so-called tiger cubs. Can hang out in the woods safely. It was just a mess right now. There are tigers in Vimara Village? Tiger cubs refers to Yotham and his friends. By the way, your voice. I don't think I've ever met you. Do we have visitors? Yeah, these two are Paimon and Hira. I plan to form a night watch, getting Alfonso, Bonram, and Aurelius to safeguard the perimeter as a group. It's a good plan. It's for the good of the children, after all. Something happened? It could be related to the round plant-like creature we saw. What are you talking about? That sounded like a cabbage from your description. It's okay. Just some uneasy from some recent events. I've spent my whole life in Vimara and never saw anything like this. I won't bore you with my stories. Please watch over Rana. She's always been a troublemaker since she was little. She got lost in the woods once when she was 7 or 8, for a couple days. Grandpa. Fine, you be a good host now, Rana. Don't let our guests down. For sure. You're back, Rana. You met this powerful traveler. You know it. When you see the kids, tell them the feast is waiting for them. Oh, it's that guy over there. I'm not sure, maybe later. Wow. I mean, this is a cute little village. I love treehouse style houses. Like, you see people do crazy treehouse builds, and they have like full houses built between trees. I love it. I love like the wooden planks. I kind of wish they had railings. I think that would be a little safer, but that's just me being practical. Allow me to introduce the two impressive travelers who helped me a lot. This here's Alfonso, just about the most dependable person in Vamara Village. You flatter me. Anyway, nice to meet you two. Thanks for looking after Rana. You don't look like a local, Alfonso. Are you a traveler too? You are an experienced traveler indeed. You saw right through me at a glance. I came as an apprentice from Fontaine. Ended up staying because I really like it here. It's been years since Alfonso. We know Fontaine is the land of water and justice. And I believe people have said it's going to be based on France, which I'm interested in, because Fontaine is French for fountain. So water, fountain, yeah. Alfonso is practically one of us now. How are the kids? They're not around, are they? I mean, it's not a good time right now. They're in the village waiting for your return. After Cavus came back, is it really okay to talk about that before our guests? Something important, we can come back later. Don't worry, they saved my life. You could have made it on your own. Time is life to me. You saved me time, so you saved my life. Anyway, some of the children in Vamara have gone missing. That's way more than an anyway. You notified the sheriff in SUMERU? Is there anything we can do to help? The missing children always came back in a few days, so they don't remember what happened. I'd round up a search party every time. Sometimes we'd run into wild animals, sometimes a withering zone, other times outsiders, obviously too tough for us to handle. However, we could never find the kids since the woods are simply too big to search, even for Rana. But in the end, they would suddenly return when no one was paying attention, and I couldn't recall anything when asked. Paimon does that too. It's normal for kids. Quit it, you two. They remembered nothing. I think they do, they just don't want to tell us adults. It's pretty concerning. Right, so I've been patrolling nearby recently, looking out for anything unusual. It's also why I just spoke to Amadia about forming a night watch. It's okay. I'd be more concerned if they actually stayed put. I'm gonna have a word with Isafat later. Yasfat. Staying just outside. The Fatui. The Fatui are more than you can handle, Rana. Sounds like Alfonso is the Fatui. I've learned about them from travelers shuttling between SUMERU and Port Ormos. It's Rana. Rana's back with Alfonso too. I picked a bunch of starshrooms for you, Rana. Yotham, didn't you promise you'd never wander outside the village? The Rishboland Raja will come get you if you don't behave. The what? I'm big now and not scared of anything. Did you catch the Gator Raja this time? I want to hear some tales from the woods, Rana. I didn't see the Gator Raja this time, but I bought a golden lion and a silver... Silver what, though? Weasel thief. A silver duskbird. Silver bass. Super silver specter. Specter's too much. Stop picking on Andira Paimon or my friends. Paimon's not going to get mad at kids regardless. You know a lot of animals. She told us about a huge gator last time. The Sumter Beast Lord. And the Rishboland Raja that couldn't be caught. He'll come and get you if you don't behave. If only it could always be like this. My friends here came from a place far away. Why don't we tell them a story? Sure. Our trip to SUMERU has been a very eventful one. Last one, there's a specter. Don't fall in the water, you know. What? Wait. Welcome to the village. Everyone is family. If you stay, Yotham and his family will treat you like a real sister. How do you know my name? Runa probably mentioned it. Nope. Nope. Don't trust Alfonso. He knew who the Fatui were, and he knew my name when it was not said in that conversation. I do not trust you, Alfonso. Kadash. You are? I'm not from here either. Gained quite a few skills living in the desert. I plan on joining the Eremites. Even Granny Chahit chose to retire here. The legendary Granny Chahit is the lioness of legend. The lioness. Last time I heard of someone being referred to as a lion was the Lion Knight, which was from Mondstadt. Could that be the same person? No. Never mind. Don't run over the bridge, you might fall in the water. Psh. I didn't fall even once. Alright. Cute. These kids ran faster than birds could fly. You guys are getting good at running. We won't run if Run is here. I'm gonna marry Run when I grow up. Wait, didn't you promise to marry me? Liar. Well, we'll sort this out later. You'll meet more people when you grow up, people more impressive and better than me. For example, Miss Blonde here is way mightier than me. She's met a great many people in their journey. Indeed I have. I got a lot of stories. You got the tiger cubs then. I have a meeting to go to. You kids be good to her and stay put till I come back. Ah. Right. On to the stories. You're Yotham, right? What kind of story would you like to hear? Stories about dragons. Alfonso said they're ancient and powerful. Sea monsters. Stories about a distinguished lady who's smart and powerful. So you all want different stories. Isn't there someone who knows stories about eight-headed hydras, silver-haired banshees, and the wicked Bish dragon? How about this? We'll tell them all. As a trade, you'll tell us what you know. Yotham. Alfonso sure has zero on the ground. We know about that. It's terrifying. How should Paimon put it? Here it goes. A long time ago, in a faraway kingdom, a big dragon with huge wings and sharp fangs lay in a deep slumber. When the dragon woke up, it saw the world had changed. Growl, the dragon announced. I'm mad now, and I'm going to wreck your little houses and keeps. The dragon wasn't exactly bad, but was tricked by an evil sorcerer into thinking everyone's bad. Yep. Paimon tells the story of the azure blue dragon in a way that really engages the kids. So with everyone's help, the travelers removed the curse from the dragon and helped it find its friend. I thought dragons were terrible and would eat sumpter beasts and people. Big enough to swallow Vamara village in one bite. When it gets hot, we'll go to Shiznaya that Alfonso talked about. I'm circling now. Don't trust Alfonso. Alfonso's Fatui. We'll go to Shiznaya that Alfonso talked about where it snows. When it's the rainy season, we'll go to Veluca, where Granny Jahid is from. Veluca, it's a desert. Ask about the mysterious creatures. Rana told us they could be Aranara. They look like cabbages. Yeah, they do. Alright, we'll drop it. But I can't get lost with Subata and Kavis did. Everyone was worried, not me. Because I know the Arana would take them home. I mean, Rana. Why are you interested in dragons? I want to be great like a dragon. That way I can help Rana and Alfonso. They work hard. Alfonso goes out there when no one's looking to. So, yeah, super don't trust sea monsters. They're big monsters in the sea, like fish as large as an island or a squid long as a river. A story about a puppet and a whale. Hey! Pinocchio and the turtle carrying an elephant on its back. Wasn't that... Oh god, what was that? Was that Discworld? That there's a turtle with 4 elephants on its back and then the world is on the back of those elephants? Or something like that? When I grow up, I want to be a sailor. Go on sea voyages. We ran across some pirates before. Paimon does have a sea monster story. Once upon a time, there was a sea serpent with many heads living in the ocean. It was taller than a mountain when it stretched out its neck. The serpent didn't behave, so a god trapped it on the sea floor under rocks to prevent it from making waves and destroying the harbor. After a long while, the serpent woke up and cried, "Curse you, despicable god. I'll wash you and your houses and treasures out to sea and make them mine. Roar!" But then it rose up higher and higher in the mountains and caused a tidal wave. Paimon tells the story of the people in the flying castle fighting the sea hydra together in a way that really engages the kids. And that's how everyone worked together to defeat the sea serpent and protect the city. Of course, I'm older than Eotham and Sudar. I have to be stronger than them so I can protect them. I promise to tell you what I know. There's a lot of them in the forest, like the legendary Sumter Beast Lord. It isn't like an ordinary Sumter Beast and will attack intruders. The Rishbolin the Raja that snatches bad children away, but I'm old enough to know that Rana made that up to scare the kids. They all sound interesting. Do you know anything about the round plant-like fairies called the Aranara? Aranara. Never heard of them, but I know about the Gator Raja. It's a big gator. It's lived a long, long time. It's very cunning. Ask about something else. Do you go into the woods often? Yeah, I used to, but not lately, since I got lost there once. At least that's what the adults said. I don't remember anything. Went into the forest to see my friend and share stories about my sister. When I came to my senses, I was back in the village. You went there to see your friend? Doesn't everyone live in the village? Yeah, friend to everyone lives in the forest. Taught us many things. Like that wild fruits we shouldn't eat and which trees would let us climb on them. Made a pact with Subada and Eotham. Be a good boy, don't fight to the village. I'll be a good big brother to Subada and Eotham. What story would you like to hear? A distinguished lady who's smart and powerful. Like Princess Cinnamon who left her palace with a tiger. Alright. Several ladies who fit that, but they all have some connection to Electro. It makes plants stronger and bear more fruit. So, in a place, there was a library. Which one is the library? Is that Ayaka or Kokume? The general and the shrine maiden, though, that's Kujo, Sara, and Yamiko. Yeah, making the shrine maiden a priestess and the general a queen. I can't far away, they're a beautiful, powerful queen, but war came, and although the queen won, she lost many friends. She cried and cried, "I'm going to make a robot and have it work for me. Then I shall live alone in a palace forever, and not make any more friends, so I won't lose them." Beep, copy that, working now, replied the robot, who then began running the kingdom for the queen. And some bad guys started to scheme. The queen had a pretty and powerful priestess friend, who couldn't bear to see this queen go on this way. When a traveler came to the kingdom, she and her companion were both smart and brave. So the priestess thought, "Akakak. They're agile and resilient if they're willing to help." Paimon tells the story of the queen and the priestess, both of whom are distinguished ladies, in a way that really engages the kids. Okay, in the end, the lonely robot was still working hard, but that's another story. Even though the traveler wasn't a distinguished lady, she was still strong. That's what I want to be when I grow up. But if you don't behave and get lost out there, then none of that will happen. Very smooth, Paimon. I won't behave and wander outside. What happened before? We just went to gather herbs. Alfonso said there's an herb that can improve Grandpa's eyesight. He has trouble seeing things lately. When I came around, Alfonso told them about the herbs. I was already home. My brother said everyone was worried. I know what I did was wrong, and I will never sneak into the woods again. That was fast. What do you mean by mysterious? If I know what they are, then they're not mysterious. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. But Paimon asked me this round plant-like fairies. Round and plant-like. Oh. Did that ring a bell? No, they sound mysterious. Rana said she would love to know what an Aranara is. She wants to know too, then? She does, although, didn't the priestess in the story say, "Akakak, don't be a tantrum-throwing child"? The priestess and the queen are really great friends. I think Rana would understand why I can't say it. When I'm old enough to understand more, I'll tell Rana and YouTube, but not now. I hope you can grow up to be happy and healthy. Then I'll marry Rana. Aww. Just treat it as a secret between kids. It's a secret between kids. Kids gotta have their secrets. The only dragon I know is Davalis the Storm Terror, and he's a nice guy now. Except for the fact that I have to beat him up once a week. It's time to eat. Yosafat said he caught good stuff in the water today. I want to eat with Rana next time. Bye, guys. Deuces. Ethan, I talk to you. The forest hasn't been the same lately. The animals are getting aggressive and more fungi have popped up. Same with the withering zones that keep appearing. Don't go picking out mushrooms anymore, okay? I know where's safe and not safe. What's more, starshrooms are tasty. No, Granny Jahida and I are worried. Promise me you won't run out there before I figure out what's going on. Okay. It's a good boy. You'll be great when you grow up. Go eat with Kavis and the others. I see a statue of the Seven in the background there. Might not be a bad idea to go grab that and open more of the map. They're good kids. I should have said Paimon's better. The patrol's not actually done. I still gotta check out the west. Would you mind coming with me? I spotted some withering zones out there with no one to check them. I'm worried that the kid's wandering into one. Piece of cake. I'm already in this village.
Crumble!
You know what?
Quake!
Let's do this.
Crumble!
Let's just head straight for that. Excuse me, guys. Don't mean to disturb you. I'm gonna grab this and open this map up. It's definitely a new kind of crane to capture. And there we go. And that's Port Ormos down there. All right. We're 20% done with the Avidia Forest. Not bad. Oh, there's hidden stuff up here too. Alright. We got a lot to explore. I think I only have like 3 or 4. I only have 4? Alright, not enough yet. Shrine, Dendro Sigils. Alright, so I think over there I see a light coming from the west. So this is probably where that giant inverted temple is. What I wanted to do... I know during the next summoning, the next banner is going to be Ganyu and Kokomi, and I have neither Ganyu or Kokomi. So I do want to pull on them. So I think the last thing I'm going to do... I'm going to do... Let's do 2 polls on this. Hopefully we'll get Zhongli. Let's see what we're doing. Starting out purple, not bad. Well, that... Which one was this one again? Yeah. It was trash. So we'll do it one more tempo. Literally the only one I don't want is Diona. Which one is this? The Favonius Codex? I don't think I had that yet. What was my history on this one? So that's 1. Wait. Just a 20 here. I'm not seeing it pop up though. There we go. Okay. Now are we going to get the 50-50 is the question? Yes, we are. Dope. And that makes it worth it. And we got a slingshot, which we can upgrade. And hey, another Diona, which we don't need. That's the 10th or 11th Diona I've ever gotten. The maximum number of stone stells created by Dominus Lapis that makes it simultaneously as 2. That's pretty good. What's the details of this? There's still a number I don't have. I don't have Shinobu. I don't have Shikani and Hezu. Don't have Goro. Don't have Toma. Don't have Rosaria. I don't have Yunjin. Got everyone else, though. And I don't have Jean. So, you know what? I got 24 of the Fates. So I'll do 2 summons. 2 10 pulls for this. Alright, I got a Changyun. Where am I at for him? I'm at 0. So I got a C1 Chung now. We'll do one more 10 pull. Ow. Awesome. That's Lion's Roar, which I think I have 2 or 3 of. This is new. What is this? The Sacrificial Greatsword. Damaging an opponent with Elemental. The skill has a 40% chance to end its own cooldown. And that's the Sharpshooter.
Climb.
Ah, well.
Don't rush.
So no one I wanted. I now though have a C1 Zhongli, which is cool because now I can
rise. Stabilize.
Dope. I can now blanket it. Either I can now do double damage with these, or blanket an area with 2 of them, and that's really cool. And that also increases his usefulness in exploration. Alright. And the rest of my primos, and any primos I get going forward, plus maybe I'll drop like 100 or 50 on... Did you come from Liyue? You can get to Port Ormuz by traveling along the waterway. I just unloaded a batch of cargo there, so I plan to use the rest in Fumara Village for a while before traveling back. This place is such a paradise, I can't bear to leave. Thinking about this, perhaps the busy old days have made me become used to running one errand after another. But to hear the villagers saying there's an old saying, ingenuity leads to truth and knowledge. Maybe a change of mindset or lifestyle would suit me better. The teachings of ingenuity. Alright, so I think that's solid for now, guys. We had a nice ending doing some pulls, as we oft do. I might do some exploration in the forest, but I will probably not go to SUMERU or continue this quest for now. I might just be looking for, like, Dendroculus and stuff in my free time. I will be back to stream this tomorrow. And I will be streaming this every day on Twitch. And tonight, in about 1 hour from now, hence I need to take a break to make some dinner and stuff, I'm going to be finishing Life is Strange 2. So you can go check that out on Twitch, or you can wait for it to get posted on youtube.com. Those I usually break up into smaller streams, but this will be posted as one solid event, as will all of my future Genshin streams. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching this on Twitch, feel free to give me a follow, help me out. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, whatever you can do, help me out. Hit that notification bell, you'll be updated whenever a new video goes up, which should happen multiple times a week. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. You are the best, and I'll be seeing you. Until next time, peace.